Is that making sense?
Yeah.
So when we get our answer in hours, we need to then convert it to weeks. Does that make sense? Okay. So on average, the salon will use the hairdryer for 17 hours each week. How many weeks will it take for the value of the hairdryer to halve? Well, first of all, let's write down our rule, because that's what we know. Hang on, I've got the wrong rule there, don't I? Yep. I was copying that one, but I've rubbed it out. What did we start with? 850, thank you. And our D was? Thank you. Okay, so we've got our rule. And it's saying how many for the dryer to halve, for the value of the hairdryer to halve. So first of all, we need to know what is half of its original value. So the first thing we're going to do is 850 divided by 2. Because this is just the same as saying how long will it take for the hairdryer to be worth $10. It's the same thing, but it's just set it in half and it hasn't actually given us a number. So we need to find that number. So to halve something, we're going to divide it by 2. So we end up with 425. So that's going to go in as our answer. Does that make sense, what we've done there? Yep. Put that in for solve, and it will come back with n equals 1700. Alright, so this is how many hours. The answer is given in hours because our rule is in hours. Everything we've been talking about is hours. So this is hours. We need our answer in weeks. So how many hours a week do we use the hairdryer? 17. So what are we going to do with that 17? We're going to go 1700 divided by 17. This is how many hours in total. This is how many hours a week. This will tell us how many weeks. So n equals 100. So after 100 weeks.
Wait, is that actually
17 divided by 17 is 1. Still got 2 zeros.
Wait, is that n though? Or is n 1700?
Yeah, okay, you can probably say. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not correct, yeah.
So if I did that on the exam.
If you put an n in, it would.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah.
So after 100 weeks, the value of the hairdryer will halve. Any questions about that one? All good?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So that's 8D. And now you have time to do questions. Promise no more notes.